Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is the third video on mutual inductance from the book Engineering Circuit Analysis by Mr. Hyatt. And this is, here we'll be solving problem number 21. And this is on the request of a student. Now let's start with the question. It's question number 21 from end of the chapter. And the question is that write set of equations in terms of I1, I2 and I3, and in bracket it has written j omega. Now this is the circuit. This is current I1 through this mesh or loop 1. I2 is actually the current through this loop I2, and I3 is current through this. So we have to find, or we have to just write the equations, not calculate all the currents, and we have to keep it in terms of j omega. The second part of the question is that we have to find the current I3 in terms when omega is 2. Then putting in the value of omega is equal to 2, we have to calculate the value of I3. So the first thing is that we have to convert this circuit into phasor form, and we know that an inductor in phasor form will become j omega L. So we'll plug in the values of j omega L in place of all the inductors. And since omega, we have to keep it as omega, so we'll not plug in the value of omega is equal to 2 in the first part. And so our circuit will become like this. Just see. 4H will now become j omega 4, so it is j omega 4, and similarly all the inductances j omega 5, j omega 6, and also the mutual inductances here. 3 Henry will become j3 omega, 2 Henry will become j2 omega, and this is 0, so it will j0 omega, or there is no need of writing this actually. So this is the first step. And then we draw the three mesh currents or loop currents, I1 and I2 and I3. And while writing the equations or even writing the circuit or redrawing the circuit, we have to keep these 2 points in mind. We must consider the mutual voltages, and we also must consider or add plus minus 2m for coupled coils in series. Now what does these two terms mean? Let's explain. You see, these two coils are coupled through this mutual inductance, and so there will be a voltage here due to current flowing through this coil. Similarly, there will be a voltage here due to current flowing in this coil. So these two mutual voltages, and similarly for this mutual coupling, there will be a voltage here due to current flowing through this inductor, and also there will be an induced voltage here due to current flowing through this inductor. So 4 set of mutual voltages. Also, now let's see what is the second line means. So we'll see that in the next diagram. Let's see. So we were here, and now keeping this in mind, we'll write the mutual voltages first. And there is a convention that we have to follow for writing or marking the current, the voltage polarity of the mutual voltage. For short, I teach my students that you just remember dot entering is dot positive. What this means is that if the current is entering the dotted end of the inductor, so like this, in this inductor the current I2 is entering the dotted end, so dot entering, dot positive. So now we are writing the voltage here. Due to this, we are trying to write voltage here. So what will happen? Since the current is entering the dot terminal, therefore there will be a positive sign at the dotted end of the main inductor or the second inductor. So there will be a positive sign here for the voltage that we write because of these mutual coupling. So let's see from the diagram now. See this voltage, and so this is the positive sign. We say it positive towards the other dot. And what will be the value? The value will not be J4 omega I, rather it will be this mutual voltage, or for the mutual link, J3 omega multiplied by I2. So it will be J3 omega I2. So this we have to keep in mind. Similarly, what is happening to this coil? Because of this, the current I1 is entering this one. Current I1 is entering the dotted terminal. So the other dot will be positive. And for J3 omega, we will write J3 omega I1 and positive towards the dot and negative to the other end. So this we have taken care of the mutual voltage due to J3 omega. Similarly, the two voltages due to J2 omega. Again, the current entering here, so dot will be positive or near dot will be positive, so positive sign. J2 omega, current I2, so current I2. So J2 omega I2 with positive sign. And on this, what will happen? Same, but due to current I3. So now it will be current I3 is also entering the dotted terminal here. So dot side will be positive. So dot side will be positive here. And so we write J2 omega I3, dot side positive, the other side negative. So here we have taken care of all the four induced voltage. Now in the next part we come to discuss the 2M terms. And what is the concept here? The concept here is that if two coils are in series, that is same current is flowing through and the current is entering at the dotted end in both, then we'll add a plus 2M of mutual inductance. So L1 is already there, L1 is there, L2 is there, and we are adding a plus 2M. Condition is that the current must enter at both the dots. Now if it does not enter both the dots, like here it is entering the first dot but it is entering the non-dotted terminal in the second coil, then instead of plus 2M we will write minus 2M. So let's incorporate this in our circuit number 2, because here you can see the same current I2 is flowing through this coil and this coil, and they are mutually coupled. So there will be a there will be a 2M terms. Now positive or negative we have to decide from here. Current entering the dotted terminal here but entering the non-dotted terminal here, therefore we'll have to use minus sign. So it will be negative 2 times this J2 omega. And so let's see this. This is negative 2 times J2 omega. And similarly for the other one, here also the current entering in this dot, but in this one it is entering the non-dotted terminal. So again it will be negative, so negative 2 into 3j omega, this 3j omega. Now our circuit is complete. Now we are ready to write the equation. Okay, so this was the circuit. Now we start writing the equation for loop number 1, and I follow the convention that I start from the left corner. So it will be minus sign here, so minus 100, and then we have j omega, which is current I1 minus current I2. Then we have this voltage complete, so plus j3 omega I2, and then we have 6 I1 minus I3. So minus 100 plus j5 I1 minus I2 plus this induced voltage, because the positive sign is coming first, so we'll write plus. So plus the induced voltage and plus I2 minus I3 into 6. So this is the first equation. Now we'll just simplify. You can go through the steps and collect the terms for I1 and I2 and I3. So this is our first equation. Now the second loop is slightly difficult, so just concentrate. We're starting from here, 4 and only one current I2, so 4 into I2. Here also J4 into I2, one current, so J4 into I2. Then we have these two induced voltages, we write them J2 omega I3 plus J3 omega I1. And then we have these two inductances, mutual inductances, so we multiply them by the current to get the voltage. So this is like minus 6 j omega, so minus 6 j omega multiplied by the current I2, and here it is minus 4 j omega multiplied by I2, so minus j4 omega by I2. And then we come onto this coil. Now this coil has I2 minus I3, so j6 omega into I2 minus I3, and then we come here j5 I2 minus I1, so j omega 5 omega I2 minus I1. So this is the complete equation, and now again we'll just simplify and collect the like terms. Let's go through these steps. So collecting the terms for I1, I2 and I3. So this is our equation number 2. Now we come to loop 3. This is simpler. So we're starting from here. So 6 now I3 minus I1 because we are in this loop. So let's see, 6 I3 minus I1. We come here J6 I3 minus I2. So J6 I3 minus I2. There is a mutual voltage here. So we'll write that J2 omega I2 and 5 into I3. So this is our third mesh equation, third loop equation. Here also we simplify, collect the like terms. So finally we can write that our three equations are these three from here, this equation 1, equation 2 and equation 3. So this completes the first part of the question. We have got all the three equations in terms of j omega. Now we come to the second part. In the second part we have to find I3, but putting in the value of omega is equal to 2. So all the three equations we have, these were the three equations in terms of omega. So we'll plug in the values of omega is equal to 2 to get a new set of equations. So we're plugging in the value of omega in all these and simplifying. So we get the three new sets of equations. So these are the three new sets of equations by putting in the value of omega. And now from here we have to solve these three equations to find I3. Now if you have a scientific calculator in which the complex function is working, you can probably get it directly. My calculator does not have the scientific function, or the complex function is not working. So I will do it or solve it in the hard way, the donkey's way. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll write it in terms of matrix, all the values from here, this equation, and we'll for I3, you know, the equation we follow is we write delta 3 over delta. So first of all, let's find out delta, or the determinant of this matrix. And I'm sure you know how to find the determinant. We're taking this term and then solving these two, this multiplied minus this. So you write the equations similarly for this and for this, and step by step keep reducing. You can pause and check the correctness. I'm not sure whether my answer is correct, but I have tried it twice. Okay, so this is delta we have found, the determinant. And now to find delta 3, we got to replace the third column by these values. So replacing the third column and again solving. Same technique, step by step. So this is delta 3. And now as I told that I3 can be found by delta 3 over delta. We write the value of delta 3 over delta and converting into polar, solving, we get the answer 4.12 angle minus 125 degrees ampere. So just check this calculation if you have a scientific calculator and let me know if there is an error in the calculation. I hope this gives you an understanding on how to solve this type of a difficult problem. Thank you.